Hi everyone, hope you're doing good. Okay, you all must be wondering what I'm going to talk about. Well, it's not anything very special, it's not anything very complicated. I just want to tell you that, as you all know, in today's generation, English language plays a very, very important role. Am I right? Yes. Well, today most of the students are struggling with English communication skills. And the reason behind that is because English is a foreign language to everyone over here in India. And we can't blame anybody for that. And English has become so important in our country. And if you see, most of the younger generation over here, they are scared to speak the language. The reason is because of their confidence level. And another one point is, English is not a simple language. You all must be wondering, what is that? Well, we at Apex Seekers are here to fine-tune English as a very simple and easy language so that you can pick up the language in a very short span of time and improvise the language. Yes, our learning methodologies, that is our teaching methodologies, are totally different. For example, we follow a different pattern of training and mentoring our students as well as our participants. And it is a very easy way where one can learn confidently. We add a lot of simple technologies with activities and make English as a fun learning language training. And this is the methodology that we follow. Well, I missed out one important point, and that is why are we unable to pronounce English as how a native speaker pronounces? It's very, very simple. From childhood, what are we doing? We are practicing our own regional language from our parents. Is that fine? Yes. So we are not familiar with English because that's a foreign language. But as we learn our regional language, our tongue gets fine-tuned to our mother tongue. So what happens is, later on, as time goes, when we complete our graduation, we find that we are not able to speak like a fluent English speaker. Probably there might be some mother tongue influence. And the reason for this is one simple thing. Let me come up with one example. Take the letter C. Okay? Now, the letter C gives you what sound for the word cut? Yes, it gives you the K sound. Do you see? C-U-T. If you're going to pronounce C-U-T, how will you pronounce it? You would say cut. The same letter C for the word certain gives you the S sound. Am I right? You can spell the word certain. C-E-R-T-A-I-N. Certain. Isn't it confusing? Well, that is why it's very, very important for us to learn English, because English is not a phonetic language. Well, you must be wondering, what is this phonetic? Phonetic is nothing but sounds. The pronunciation is created by sounds. If you see, in our regional mother tongue, every word is pronounced exactly the way they are written. But in English, most of the words are not pronounced exactly the way they are written. So if a word is pronounced exactly the way it is written, it's called phonetic. and our regional language is phonetic based language. And English, most of the words is not pronounced exactly the way it is written. Let us take, for example, the word photo. Again, I'm pronouncing the word photo. How will you pronounce the word photo? You're right. It is P-H-O-T-O. Photo. Now you tell me, is the word pronounced exactly the way it is written? I will give it to you once again. P-H-O. Actually, if you're going to pronounce the letter P-H-O, the pronunciation is po. It's not fo. And T-O, the pronunciation is to. So, if you're going to give the actual pronunciation of P-H-O-T-O, you should say poto. But what is the pronunciation? It is photo. The P is silent. So that is the best example that I can give you to prove that English is a non-phonetic language. You get it? So that's why most of our students or most of the people over here, those are not familiar with the language, they pronounce the word exactly the way it is written. And they pronounce it in a phonetic manner. Whereas English, most of the words is not pronounced exactly the way it is written. Well, I'll give you another great example where I have identified most of us making a big mistake on that, and there is a miscommunication between us and the native speaker. Take the word D-E-A-R. I repeat, D-E-A-R. What is the pronunciation for that? Exactly right. It's dear. As in a title, dear Mr. So and so. Yeah? Dear friend. D-E-A-R. Dear. Now, I'm going to give you another word which is D-E-E-R. How will you pronounce this word? D-E-E-R. I've identified most of the students pronouncing the word as deer. How do they pronounce? Deer. And then when I ask them, why are you pronouncing D-E-E-R as deer? Sir, that is how it is written. D-E-E-R is deer. That's right. According to you, you are pronouncing the word exactly the way it is written. That is in a phonetic style. But English is a non-phonetic language, so you have to pronounce it in a non-phonetic style. So D-E-E-R is pronounced as deer. And what deer is that? It's the animal. The animal. Deer, the animal. You got it? So D-E-A-R and D-E-E-R, even though the word is spelled differently, the pronunciation is the same. Got it? So that is another great example to prove that English is a non-phonetic language. And that is why we all make a lot of mistakes in our pronunciation. So we at Apex Seekers help the students and train the students to clear their placement interviews. So what we do is we provide placement trainings on English communication skills, interview skills, interpersonal skills, personality development skills, as well as technical skills. And we provide the training in a very simple and logical manner so that it would really make a difference to them, so that they would be able to face the corporate industry in a very confident way. Well, I've met so many software engineers, and they used to really give their difficulties. They used to tell me that, sir, I don't know, we are technically very strong. We are good in whatever we are doing, but we don't know how to communicate it. Yes, I've seen so many in my experience in this industry, in the corporate industry. They're technically very strong, but they don't know how to communicate those to the clients when it comes to client meeting. They don't know how to communicate those technical skills to the customers. And these representatives, they really have a hard time. To tell you the fact, there are so many technical words, okay? There are so many technical words in the IT industry where these engineers are not able to pronounce. For example, take the word scroll, S-C-R-O-L-L, scroll. Many of them keep saying scroll, which is incorrect. And there are a lot of words like this where the native speakers, they really find it a challenge. They really find it a challenge in understanding these technical guys. So no matter however skillful you are in your technical skills, but if you're not able to communicate that in a proper manner, there's going to be a lot of comprehending problem, that is understanding problem. And obviously, a client wouldn't want to lose his business. So they will choose the person who is really best in his or her communication skills. So that is why it is very, very important for us to master the language when we want to have a goal, or when we are setting up a goal in our life, and when we want to come forward with a better designation. So that is why it is very, very important. And we at Apex Seekers, we understand the students' pulse, and we go to the limit of not only training them, but we mentor them, and we also monitor the improvement level step by step to see that they master the language. And that is what we do. Thank you.